Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Leo. Happy birthday to you, my friends. How's it going for you so far? For those of you who are July Leos, how is it going for you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are a Leo sun, happy birthday to you. And if you are here for any of those other signs, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for cross-watching here. And let's find out what's going on. So I'm going to use a couple of oracle decks. We're going to hit tarot. We're going to hit it with tarot, and then we're going to clarify with tarot. We'll find out what's coming up in the week ahead for you, Leo. Why do I feel like I have to say everything so quickly today? I feel like you're like, come on, let's go, Elsie, let's go. All right, let's find out what's going on here. And Leo, please remember that this reading is always for the week ahead whenever you find it, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next year. If you are viewing this today in real time, then this is for the last few days of July and the first few days of August. All right, tell me what is coming up for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. All right. So we have the heart chakra. We have passion is ignited, Leo. And then we have patience and planning. Interesting. This is very interesting because this is, you know that you have passion for somebody. It feels like your heart chakra is open, or you're feeling heartfelt feelings for somebody here. This is somebody who really turns you on. This is somebody who's very attractive, like their energy is very attractive to you. It could be another fire sign for sure. It doesn't have to be, of course, but patience and planning is here. So I feel like rather than running in, jumping in, going at it impulsively, filling it all up with fire, because you know that fire burns out, right? I feel like you're taking it in a different direction here. It feels like somebody here is like, I gotta hold back a little bit. I can't just run in and start something in fire because the last time I tried that, fire burnt out. So it feels like someone is in the patience and planning stage here. Someone who is very excited about this new path. I feel like a new path is coming up for you. If you're the one whose heart chakra is open, if you're ready to love, ready for a relationship, ready to settle down, right? Green is earth energy as well. And so to me, it's telling me somebody might be ready to settle down once the heart chakra pops open. We have obstacles and challenges. So I feel like part of the obstacles and challenges here is that you like to accelerate the motion. That's what it is. Accelerated motion. That's the obstacle. The obstacle is to pull yourself in. Reel it in, Leo. That's what I feel like the obstacle is here. All right. Tell me more about Leo, please, for the week ahead. Tell me about Leo for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. All right, we've got gratitude. Oh, interesting. So you have, it feels like somebody here has had a change of heart, I want to say. That your happiness, or the fact that your heart chakra is open, or what may have opened your heart chakra, is your practice of gratitude. I feel like somebody is being really grateful or feeling really grateful for whatever it is I have right now. I'm not looking at happiness being out in the future. I'm looking at right here. I'm just grateful in my heart for whatever is going on right now. Tell me about passion ignited here. That's the Ace of Wands. We have the ego, right? So as I was saying, I feel like you can't move forward in ego. Maybe you want to. You're like, look, I know I can get this person lickety split. Maybe you can. But if you start it in passion, maybe you know that it's going to burn out. So we've got patience and planning here. I feel like you're planning something. Tell me about patience and planning, please. We have freedom. Oh, interesting. So I feel like you're planning it, right? It feels like somebody here wants to be in a relationship, but wants to be in a relationship that allows them to be free. And I don't mean an open relationship. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't advise it. And I feel like what I'm talking about is patience and planning, and freedom to me is like free to love the way that you want. Somebody who's not going to, tether you to them. Someone who's not codependent, doesn't need you every day, may even go a couple of days without talking to you. Somebody who doesn't need you right now all the time. I feel like you want to be loved, and you want to love in a way that makes you feel free. And I feel that's cool. I think it's cool. It's the best way to love, when you don't when you don't try and grab somebody and hold them to you, and you love as though you are free. it allows you to go out and do your own things and come back and you have something to talk about, right? You have adventures to talk about, achievements to talk about. I feel like that's what you're doing. You're patiently planning your way into something here. All right. New deck alert. If you didn't see the Aries reading, if you had no reason to watch that in the sneak peek, I introduced it there in the Aries reading. So This Might Hurt Tarot is what this is called. It's a beautiful deck, and I've been enjoying it. I'm using it a lot this week because that's what I do when I get a new deck. I use it a lot to try and get good energy. I got, each deck has its own personality, right? So I'm just trying to get to know the personality of this deck. Let's find out what's going on for Leo, please. Tell me about gratitude in the heart chakra. What else does Leo need to know for the week ahead, please? Okay, what's that? We've got the Knight of Wands. Interesting. The Knight of Wands. That's the impulsive energy I was talking about. I feel like now that your heart chakra is open, like maybe your heart chakra was closed, and now that your heart chakra is open, Leo, I feel like you're in the past, like this knight is pointing into the past. I feel like in the past you act impulsively. You took risks. Maybe you had risky behaviors. But I feel like with the heart chakra open and placing yourself in gratitude, it's slowing you down. It's making you think about things, patience and planning. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. So now I feel like the passion has ignited and your ego wants to go, go, go. But I feel like you're rooted in this earth energy here, right? I'm feeling it here. I was feeling it here a little bit. We've got a tree, we've got the green, right? And we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me that you've been working on yourself. So you're trying not to go from ego. You're trying not to let your fire dictate to your ego or your ego dictate your fire. I feel like you are slowing down, being practical, looking over the situation. You could be someone who is a Virgo Leo cusp, and you might have that energy of the benefit of having the fire, but also being very practical and slow, looking over details, making sure everything's in place, being the observer. And then we have the World card. We have the World card. So it feels like here with this patience and planning that soon I feel that you will achieve this, whatever the plan is. And I feel like that's going to be your freedom. It's going to be your ticket to freedom here. Being able to do whatever you want to do. We do have the Four of Wands that just popped right out of the deck here. The Four of Wands I feel is telling me that that the 4 and 1 is 5, that you're holding back. Your heart chakra is open, but you are reserving yourself, holding yourself back, and realizing that in the past, being impulsive didn't work for you. So you're trying to, you're in a little bit of indecision, but I want to say that you're waiting. The Four of Wands is here. That you still want, you do finally want something that is solid and grounded, but I feel like now your criteria has changed. You're like, yeah, I do want something that's sturdy and stable, but also something that's passionate. It's important to you to have the passion, right? So also something that's passionate, but with possibly a soulmate. That tells me somebody might be willing to settle down just to one person here. Eight of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like your criteria for someone is that that you're waiting, I feel, for someone who is a hard worker, someone who's very honest and truthful with you, because I feel like you're the same. I'm just going to say it out loud. Like the Leos that I know don't mince words, right? You're just very honest. I'm just going to tell you how I'm feeling, and that's that. So I feel like you're looking for a hard worker, someone who's really honest, someone who's aware of self, someone who is aware of themselves, right? And not everybody is aware. Some people are not aware, and that's the truth. But I feel like you're aware, and you're looking for someone who is self-aware. Tell me more. Comes after the World card. We have the Devil. Interesting. So we have the Devil energy here. So I feel for you that there are some things that you had to work out. Before you could be able to commit yourself to anything, there are a few things you had to work out. And I feel like one of those things is the Devil energy. The World card and the Devil could tell me that somebody is taking care of an addiction. You're taking care of some sort of an addiction, whether it's buying shoes or Armani suits, or it's something that you're doing obsessively that's hurting you professionally, personally, spiritually, possibly. And so I feel like somebody here is deciding that this chapter has to close. I can't act in this way of codependency, waiting for whoever's out there to bring me what I need to fill the hole in my heart. Instead, I feel like you're you're patiently planning your way toward freedom here, freedom from the devil. And I feel the only way you can do that is by closing a chapter here on this this devil energy. We have Capricorn energy here. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. We do have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups tells me that you are ready to possibly work your way toward love. So this is telling me that you're doing it slowly, right? Again, I feel like you're doing it sort of in a passive way, that you're like checking out the situation, getting to know this person. Possibly you already have someone in mind who is a friend of a friend, someone that you know like that. Or maybe you've known someone for so long that you are starting to get feelings for a friend. Maybe you have feelings for someone, maybe it's turning from friendship to this deep energy here, empathic energy. I feel like you feel very connected to somebody. We have the Ace of Wands. It might be somebody that you were in a friends with benefits situation that we really didn't have anything that could keep us together because it started out in fire. But I feel like somebody here has a friends with benefits that they're falling for. Somebody who does really well in their life financially, I want to say. But be aware, because this is your obstacle, right? Your obstacle is being impulsive. It's also accelerated motion. I feel like you want to go really quickly. That's the way you usually do it. But I feel like you're trying to do it differently right now. You're trying to find out a different way that'll get you the same result, but it'll be a more solid and sturdy sort of connection here. Tell me about the Four of Wands and the Knight of Wands, please. So I feel like in the past you acted in fire. I think you were only interested in fire. You just wanted the fire, which means that you were dating around, right? This, that one, the other one. But I feel like something's changed since your heart chakra opened and your gratitude has come about. I feel like you're ready to settle down. We do have the Star energy. We have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Sun. There you go. There's you, my friend, the Sun. This is how I do feel Leo, especially Leo Sun. This is how I do feel Leo as the Sun, that when Leo's in the room, it's excitement. It just feels electric, like electric and excitement. My son is a Leo, and when he comes down the stairs in the morning, he's always like, ta-da, I'm here. Yeah, it feels like it's exciting energy for me because I live with it. But we have the Four of Wands, and so I feel like the star with the Four of Wands is telling me that you do want to heal your impulsive abilities. I want to say that I'm not saying that impulse is bad. Look, we all go through things where we're learning the self, right? We learn that sometimes that things that we run at work out for us 100%, and sometimes we run at things and they crash and burn over and over and over again. I feel like you are holding back because the Four of Pentacles is here, and that's because the Sun. It feels like you've had some sort of a breakthrough, my friend. It feels like somebody has had a Leo here has had a realization or a breakthrough that acting in the Knight of Wands is temporary, right? It's instability, it's temporary, it's a lot of fun, a lot of desire, lots of deliciousness going on, right? But it's not stability. It's not an open heart chakra. It's not gratitude. It's fun. It's pleasure, right? And everybody needs that once in a while, fun and pleasure. I don't begrudge that anybody. But we do have the Star energy here, and I feel like you're now thinking about something. You may have an Aquarius in the moon or the rising. You're really thinking about it, holding back. You've had some sort of breakthrough. I want the Four of Wands as long as I can get a solid, sturdy relationship that still has passion and excitement and fun, and we can do things impulsively together. I feel like there's something here that's telling me that you are kind of grounding yourself here, that you want something different out of life. You're realizing that maybe temporary fun can be found in the Knight of Wands, but I feel that long-term fun is the heart chakra and gratitude. We do have, that's where you fall in love, and I feel like you've been avoiding falling in love up until now. But I do feel that you've got some big feelings for somebody here that you already know. We do have the Page of Pentacles. It is somebody that you already know. Something has already begun between you. You've seen each other face to face in the Pentacle world, and I feel like this is somebody who you have kind of big feelings for here. We do have the Lovers. This is someone that you really do feel is a soulmate. The Four of Wands and the Lovers is here. You feel so connected to this person, you can't get them out of your mind. You can't stop thinking about them. And I feel like this is somebody who possibly is someone who is maybe on your team. Possibly you work with this person in the pentacle world. They are somebody who supports you, who loves you, somebody who has deep feelings for you. And maybe you just said, you know what, I'm not really into settling down. And maybe you know that this person already has deep feelings for you. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, because I feel like your criteria has changed. I think your criteria before was you better be good looking and better be hot and let's go and ready to go. And I feel like your criteria changes. It's like now you need someone who's honest and truthful, someone who's in really good balance, someone who's a hard worker, someone who maybe has a specialty, who is listening to the universe and building themselves up pentacle by pentacle here. We do have the Magician, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Wands. I feel like you really do want to reach out to this person, speak to them, communicate with them. I feel like the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician tells me that this is the one person, Leo. Look, if you're lucky enough to snag a Leo, grab it. But I feel like this is the one person that I feel like you can't get out of your energy. And although your ego is telling you, ignite the passion, ignite the passion, ignite the fire, I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you're being very practical about it now. That you're trying to communicate with this person, maybe get, solid and grounded with them. I feel like you work a lot, Leo. And I feel like your person works a lot, so maybe you're kind of passing ships at this point. But the Magician is telling me that the magic is in this, the truth, the honesty, the person who's going to be honest and truthful with you, whether it hurts or not someone who's going to be terrible with you, someone who's going to be assertive and say, hey, we can't do it this way. I feel like this person is far more grounded and stable, and I feel like they slow you down just a little bit, which I feel is welcome to you once in a while. And we do have the Eight of Wands. I feel like you want to speak to somebody. This could be, again, somebody that you work with, for those of you who are wondering, because the Eight of Wands is here, and it's like incoming energy into the Eight of Pentacles. And so it feels like that we talk at work, or we have communication at work, or maybe we text each other while we're working. Could be that energy as well if you don't work with them. Tell me about passion ignited and the ego, because the ego will say, light that fire, let's go. We've got justice though, but what you're looking for now is something different. You're looking for balance. You're looking for truth and honesty. You're looking for justice in settling down, the King of Pentacles. I feel like somebody here has changed their mind and is wanting to settle down. Look, you can be happy and single for the rest of your life. It is possible to do that. I'm not telling you that you need a relationship, but I feel like with the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, it tells me your wish fulfillment is in settling down, having something to move slow, sturdy, solid, someone who's dependable for you, someone who's honest and truthful, someone who brings stability into your life. I feel like that's what you're looking for. Tell me about the Devil energy and the World card, please. We have the Knight of Wands. There it is. That's what this Devil energy is about here. You're closing the door on being a bachelor or a bachelorette. The Knight of Wands is like, yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. But I feel like it's time to close the door because it's becoming obsessive. It's becoming an addiction. It could be a sexual addiction, right? It could turn into that. Be careful, right? That's one of the things that when we have the Devil and the Knight of Wands here, it could be an addiction to that. Be careful with that. We have the Knight of Wands. Because it does, those actions produce oxytocin, which is a drug. You're literally drugging yourself. You get addicted to that feeling, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Hierophant. Yeah, look at that. You're willing now to work on some sort of commitment. I feel like you really, your days of chasing people for passion are over. And I feel like it's your decision. I don't think it's something that you have to do, but I feel like it's something that you want to do because I feel like it's become obsessive and that's not what you want. We have patience and planning. The freedom is coming up at the Three of Cups. I kind of love it. The Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like with this patience and planning here and this freedom, I feel this is exactly it. I feel like you're going to be giving somebody an invitation. Can we meet out? Can we talk about it? You want to find out if this person is still connected to you emotionally. And I feel like you probably won't do that. You probably won't reach out to them next week. I feel like with the Eight of Swords here and the Eight of Cups, that you're kind of teetering on the, should I bother or should I not bother? It's like you're trying to figure out what it is exactly that you want because you don't want to get yourself in a situation that you're not going to be able to follow through on, right? There is a barrier here. What's the barrier? Trust. You have trust issues. And so I feel like it needs to go slow. But I feel like if you are entertaining someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we do have Gemini here as well. If you are entertaining someone who is Earth energy, Hierophant is here, which is also Taurus. I feel like you are you're wanting to go slow. And maybe that's why you're attracted to somebody who's moving a little slower. Right, bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Something's got to come to an end. It's going to be painful and hurtful. There might be an argument here, and then you're going to be on your way. So I feel like you're at the tail end of something else. It might be a job, it might be a relationship. But I feel like it's the Queen of Wands to me is the other woman or the other person, feminine or masculine. This is the person, probably it's like what's coming to an end here is that you're walking away from and you're fighting yourself, walking away from, you know, the Queen of Wands, just going after people because they look good on the outside. I feel like you're a little bit deeper than that now, I want to say. And I feel like you are headed out toward the future, my friend, with the Ace of Wands. And you can have it because passion's ignited right here. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Leo, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm out for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Oh, I have a bonus read coming. Your bonus read will be coming in the next couple days. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.